Got some a case of orange juice they threw away. Hello. Any change? Yeah. I'm watching this Victoria Everest interview. I'm like, this shit crazy, dog. Like, one thing though, I need to make sure I don't mess up this shirt so I can wear it the West Side Day. 'Cause I was just in a music video with Outkast and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, I always knew I was gonna make the news one day. Finally made it. But I think I've been on the news before with the Olympics with my artwork and stuff when I was a kid. And they put my artwork in the mall. I think for Black History Month. 'Cause they used to fill up the mall with black art. Um, then I think, and then for the Olympics, they used my T-shirt design. My T-shirt design was like the movie. Um, Dang, what's the name of that movie? I actually made it a cover photo and talked about it, and I exposed KT the archer degree ain't doing no good. Hollywood decoded. He's low vibrational. He's a health scammer. Any spirit change on you, bro? Yeah, I showed like man, KT the archer degree is just like trash now. Like every live stream, he does something completely ridiculously crazy that I might have to show y'all. Like, hello, beautiful. Any change on you? Yeah, KT was like one live stream. He was scratching his nose a lot, talking about y'all gonna think I'm on cocaine, so you know the drugs. Then another live stream, KT the arch degree did something else. I'm trying to think. Hold on. Yo, what's up? This is Dr. Sebi Jr. Y'all. I'm actually live on YouTube on Jesus phone, and yeah, I'm over here talking about Victoria Everest taking animal veterinarian like medicine that's not even legal for humans to consume. Say no to drugs. That's your brain on drugs. I'm listening to the interview. She sounds crazy, like she's making up stuff, because she'd be like, It's like, no, we're here to listen to you tell us. But I'm also exposing KT to arch degree. Every live stream, he says something ridiculously crazy, and it's just unprofessional and just weird. So yeah, y'all hit the like button, donate. Dr. Sebi Jr., Dr. Sebi Jr. at gmail.com on PayPal if y'all want to help me out. Any spare change, I appreciate it. I just found these headphones in the parking lot and they work. So I actually got them before it started raining, and yeah, they work. I don't know if they had already got rained on and that's why they got mad or what. Yo, what's good? Hit the like button. Did you see Victoria Everest? Oh, that's beautiful right there. I like that. Oh, wait. I gotta make 5,000 by noon. What is she? Oh, I thought she was listening to gospel. Hold on, I'm confused. Faith and finance. I don't know what she's talking about. But yeah, if y'all could hit the like button, I appreciate it. Don't I look good? They be thinking I put something special in my hair. There's nothing special in my hair. I literally don't comb it and don't brush it. I air dry. Mm, oh, what? My content is being. I don't know what this is, but I'm about to just block her because it sounds like she going to the feds. This girl page don't follow me. I don't know what y'all on. Y'all tripping. For real. Man, they probably just some scammers or something. I don't know. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Um, we'll be playing Pug in just a minute. Let me just check out real quick. What's up? This is Dr. Sebi. What's up? This is Dr. Sebi. Y'all, I'm actually live on YouTube on Jesus phone. And yeah. What's up? This is Dr. Yeet. Okay. Dr. Sebi Jr., y'all. I'm actually like, who's good? I gotta get off here before they make my brain cells melt playing people like Cardi B. Ugh, can't stand Cardi B. Say no to witchcraft and BBLs and nasty surgeries. Ugh. Hello. Any spirit change? Uh, who's that? Johnny Blaze? Somebody just invited me to watch they live. I ain't been on Johnny Blaze live in a minute. Let me see. This dude, you look like a loser. So I'm gonna go ahead and block you, bro. You ain't got no time for that. Any change on y'all? Hello. Shorty beautiful. Okay, I'm done with that. Let me watch the Victoria Everest thing real quick.
Been kidnapped, taken, by the
Oh
age
wait.
of 15. I was on the front page of Hackney Gazette because I had been kidnapped, taken, by the kidnappers to a river, had all of my hair cut off. I had a bag put over my head and thrown.
So she got kidnapped back in the day? I'm not trying to smile and laugh at that. I just don't know what's true. Like she gotta show us a newspaper article, the arrest report, show us something. I don't believe this girl. I can't believe nothing she say now. She supposed to be a health influencer. She taking veterinarian drugs. Them is for animals. Them is for giraffes and cats and tigers and monkeys. Them ain't for you, girl. That's why y'all, your monkey ass over here saying some crazy shit on the internet. You done took the monkey shot, girl. You ain't supposed to be taking that shot. I don't know if it's for monkeys. I know it ain't for humans. That's all I know. You know what I mean?
Into the river. I was in a hospital for 2 weeks in concussion, and as a result of that,
This
first.
girl done put fake rape charges on a man. If he abused you, she said she called the police 19 times. I don't know. Like maybe you should just move to a whole nother country or something. I don't know what to tell her.
There was multiple
Any
attacks
change?
at
How you
that time,
doing?
but as a result of that first
Maybe she
attack,
need to move to Atlanta or something because we don't be raping this. I don't know. I don't know what kind of time they on over there. What country they from?
I was put into witness protection, which I later came out of because I decided not to
This lady shook her head like, God, Lee, girl,
pursue the charges. But at
go
that
vegan.
point, I also was in multiple attacks at that
See,
time.
people be like, what's your job? I'm out here influencing people to go vegan. The owners of this establishment own a vegan restaurant, and I'm promoting it. I'm trying to get everybody to go vegan. I'm not winning right now, but I might win in the future. Any change? I win if y'all go vegan and get healthy. I don't win if I get $1 million. I win if we all get $1 million and be healthy.
But as a result of that first attack, I was put into witness protection, which I later came out of because I decided not to pursue the charges. But at that point, I also was in social.
Excuse me, this lady reaction in her face just tickled me though. I don't mean to laugh.
Services by the age of 15. I was in a foster home. My dad wasn't around, like I said, and both of my parents really tried their best with me. I am an only child, and I
What's up, bro? Any change? She from her people from Ghana and what Turkey or Lebanese or something.
think by the point where they realized that my life was in serious danger growing up. At the time, I was in Hackney, so when they realized that my life was in serious danger, they decided. My dad decided to step in and remove me from the UK, and I ended up finishing my studies in Germany. I went to the Berlin British School, and I ended up finishing year 11. Okay, wow, that's a lot to take in. There's so much to unpack in what you.
Okay. Any change? Um, I don't know if this kidnapping and all that stuff is relevant. I guess, it's her story. I don't know if it's true, but I think the story should be about her and doing this wellness thing and Aris. And Aris is a health scammer anyway. I mean, I keep telling y'all that. He's a health scam. Aris was trying to pimp this hoe with all these fake body parts and use her to sell his health scams. He exposed himself. Like, and then you gave your business to her. Why would you give your business to somebody? Well, she said she worked for Microsoft. I guess she's supposed to be a professional, but you saw her using all this AI. I mean, you don't think she cheating with the health and all the other stuff? You see the fake boobs, you see the fake lashes, the weave. Like Aretha is supposed to be Jamaican. Rastafarian is not supposed to deal with none of that. None of that stuff is Babylon. Fake nails, all that is Babylon. Go look at real Rastafarians. They completely natural. They not all vegan, you know what I mean? But some of them is vegetarian. You got Ital. So this supposed to be Ital, but they pushing slave food with a fake hoe. I don't know. She said she got. I don't know. She said she was cheating on the man too, so that makes her a hoe. How you gonna get back at me by cheating on me? Why don't you just break up and go get married and live your best life and go watch him be miserable? Any spirit change? Like y'all not married. If you was married, it would really be a sin. But it's already a sin because you're not married. So Reese is stupid. Why would you have an unmarried woman with all her body exposed that's a grown older woman? Like if she was young and dumb, that would be excusable. Some people, but once you get older, it's like if she looks like this, she should be married.
You just said, but what I want to touch on is you mentioned you talk about your dad, but where was your mum when all of this was happening? I
Like
also
if you look like that and you're not married, you're a failure. You can get married, you can do all kind of polygamy, all kind of stuff. But if you ain't got somebody in a serious, committed relationship and married, you're a loser. Looking like this, you know what I mean? Like if like some of these people like they not they got a divorce or something. Okay. Like me, I had a divorce. Okay. Any spirit change? Several divorces, several ex-wives. They might not want to claim me now because I'd be dumpster diving, but them is my wives.
lost my mum in
Hello. Any spirit change on y'all? What's up?
2021 to COVID. She was
Wait,
56
wait,
years.
wait, wait. Your mom was passed away from the virus? Which one of them? Because it's multiple ones. I don't even know. But you would have to prove it. I don't know. Any spirit change? Hello. But I thought she was a health guru. But your mom passed away because of a virus? That doesn't make sense. I'm so,
So that's,
I know
you
it's
know,
2025. That was 4 years ago. I don't know what she was doing 4 years ago, but I assume
talking about my mum got always get a little bit emotional, but up until the age of 12, my mum played a really active role in my life. She was the mum that would take me to every single
any change
after
on
school
you?
club, swimming, horse riding. She is an incredibly strong and inspiring.
A lot of niggas never been horse riding. And now they had some horses in the hood. Most people didn't bring their kids. It was a couple kids out there having a great time. They had some other cowboy days, and we have black rodeos. I've been to the black rodeo, but I have never rode no horse. I've been near them. I'm not getting on no horse. Christopher Reeves got hurt, paralyzed for life. I'm not getting too close to them horses. So, but I'm just reflecting the fact that like she's talking about horse riding, like there's some real bourgeoisie. Like you kind of balling. Like some people ain't got lunch, let alone money to feed a pet. So it's like when y'all like, ooh, I had my dogs, and it's like, oh, dogs, plural. Did you have one of them exotic designer dogs, or just like a regular mutt that you picked up off the side of the road and gave it some shots, and you know what I mean? Took it to the vet, and gave it a flea collar, you know? It's the difference. Some people grew up with a dog, but that dog was retarded. The dog was a mutt. You know, some of y'all grew up with a poodle. Hello. Any change on y'all? I grew up with a lot of types of dogs. You know how we got them dogs? My family is a veterinarian, and I work for the veterinarian office. That's why I'm talking about this, because y'all got to say no to drugs. So when I work with the veterinarians, we used to have to hide the drugs and lock everything up, especially in the mobile unit. Like in the mobile unit, we really got to be on top of it. In the regular place, they ain't jumping the counter and going behind the door like that. But in the mobile unit, you leave that door unlocked, they'll be trying to get all the drugs. Say no to drugs, y'all. I knew something was up with Victoria. I was like, this is look fake. I was like, something ain't right. The AI, everybody using AI, I'm not excusing it, it's trash. Even KT the Archer used some AI stuff, that shit was trash. That shit looked crazy. I'm like, what? It's just like clips of random stuff, and I'm like, this is not a movie. Any change? Then he claimed, oh, I made this movie. No, you did not. AI made it. You are not intelligent. The AI did it. That shit is crazy, bro. Like everybody just jumping on that AI bandwagon so heavy and don't care. It could be drawn 666 a million times in there. Y'all don't care. Y'all go get a tattoo. They over there writing 666 all in your skin. You don't care. How many of y'all don't know they probably writing 666 in your tattoo and you just never thought about it? Like little ones. You can't even see them. Hello. Any change? Hello. Y'all have any spare change on you? Maybe. Some of my kids they be like, Daddy, give me some change, Daddy. Daddy, can you hear me? I be like, y'all don't get off of my YouTube channel. My kids want to be YouTubers. No. This is the backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan. This is the emergency only. I'm supposed to be working in my office somewhere. I miss my cubicle. Please don't let him come down here with that bullshit. Say no to drugs. Please say no to drugs. No, you good. You doing your job. And this girl taking these, they taking the animal drugs, talking about they ain't doing no steroids.
Oh no.
They taking veterinarian stuff.
Oh
You
no.
seen all the fake veneers and stuff? Well, I was watching that last night in the BBLs.
I know that's horrible, right?
Yeah, man.
And they be putting like semen and
Yeah.
tire stuff in
Super
them.
glue.
Mm-hmm.
That's some stuff for war emergencies.
Yep. I don't hold doors for men. Exactly. That's being mean. That's not being mean. You're a grown man. You're a grown woman.
This some crazy shit.
Right. Well, you have a great day. I'm not.
Where you from?
I'm from Ohio.
For real? Oh, I didn't know that. You from Chris Brown and Bow Wow and all them from?
Yes.
Usher? All them from
They
Ohio.
are?
Dave Chappelle?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah?
But he tripping. He just wanted to flirt with you.
He always trying to bother me. I don't know why. I
Cause you're
mean,
cute.
thank
Shit.
you.
Everybody wanna be bothered by somebody cute every now and then. You know, back in the day, somebody like you, sometimes they'll hit you.
I used to hate that. Like, they used to be mean on purpose. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
I hate that too. I got a
Well, you
couple
like me, you
fights.
better be nice to me.
They don't know how to, just say, let me take you out
They
and
really
take you on a lovely date, 5 star.
don't. I don't know. They don't know how to flirt either.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dr. Sabi. It's so bad. Y'all can go vegan in the name of Jesus. Y'all do not need veterinarian medications and BBLs. It is not hard to be vegan, y'all. I can eat the same thing every day. I'm probably about to do something. I'm trying to get my groceries right. Cause I was looking up a whole bunch of new groceries that y'all don't know about that these health influencers did not show y'all. I'm about to get ready to show you who's watching the video right now. Say something in the comments. And if you're one of my haters, just be free. It's okay because I think I know who it is. I'm just like you're gonna be mad if you see what I'm about to post. I ain't gonna post it. I'm gonna post it in like probably hour or so. I got some groceries y'all ain't never seen. Hello. Any spirit change? I was watching I was watching Earthquake stand up comedy. That thing was crazy, yo. This shit was real crazy. And I won a couple times in pub, but I wanted to get my headphones because I lost some headphones. I found some headphones. I lost the book, and then it's like, it's okay. I'm gonna just get it back. God is so good to me. Yeah, somebody racist was trolling me. One of what's her name? Vegan Deterioration's friends. She was like, "You can't even comb your hair. You can't comb your hair. It looks like you can't comb your hair." First of all, one of them people was fat as hell that was trolling watching Vegan Deterioration. Just a big fat oompa loompa. And I'm just like, you're a sinner and you're just shameful and stink. But it's like that's your followers, this your content. I don't follow ugly people. I don't live stream with fat people. I'm not no. If it's obviously oozing out of you like that, no, I'm not live streaming with you. You gotta go work out and change your diet first. It's different, like you know what I mean. Like would you live stream with people with raggedy, crooked teeth, like KT the Arch Degree, the red and blue pill? I'm not live streaming with you if your teeth is fucked up and dirty. Go clean your teeth. I'm homeless. Why are my teeth better than yours? I ain't supposed to have none of these teeth. They jealous of me with all my teeth. I don't even brush them, but I don't eat candy. So I don't have the problems, y'all. I don't eat all that sugar stuff that y'all eat. Y'all saw me eating some chips yesterday. It's like that's some ghetto fabulous shit. Cause people give me chips all the time, so I'm on low vibration. I'm not on high vibration right now. I'm still high vibrational, but I'm not upper echelon high vibrational because I can't even survive here in the matrix like that. It's too much pollution, too much chemtrails, the trash trucks, the water treatment plant, the regular pollution from the cars. It's just, it's no way I could even exist on a high vibrational frequency in this scum area. Like they say, when Jesus come back, Jesus not gonna touch Earth because Earth is full of sin and filth. And it's like that's literally how it feels. It's like I can't exist high vibrational here. Like it'll just make me itch. It'll make me sneeze and my nose run and shit. Hey, beautiful. Any spare change on you, baby? That ain't nobody mama. That's somebody's. That's my baby mama. So you don't know how to talk to these ladies. Any change on you? Did you see all that? Okay. Okay, okay. I got on the green today for the AC aliens. Anyway, man, I'm about to talk to somebody. Mama came through here with a BBL. That thing is crazy. I'm gonna ask her how much she paid for that. Babe, how you doing? Oh, she on the phone. That BBL is serious. It better not pop. Why you trying to give away stolen shit? She don't want that shit. Ugh, that BBL is fake as hell. I don't know. That shit weird. Oh, he did just give her a phone charger or something. That nigga is lame. Bro, you please stop talking to me. No, nigga, you a bitch. You sucking crack pipes, nigga. Leave my mama out of this, bro. I just said just don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me, nigga. I didn't say nothing about your mama. Just leave me alone. I asked you just to leave me alone. Bro, I asked you to leave me alone. Bro, now he talking about he gonna slap me. Bro, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I just asked you to leave me alone. Bro, I asked you to leave me alone. All I asked you to do was leave me alone, bro. I just said, just leave me alone. All I said was leave me alone. Say no to drugs, man. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs, bro. I just said leave me alone. All I said was leave me alone. Say no to drugs. No, it's okay. I have to fight crackheads all the time. Bro, just leave me alone, please. I don't know what he just said. He a liar. Damn. Nigga, leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. Now he's talking about he gonna steal my car. Bro, I'm gonna kill you then. Shut up. Leave me alone. Damn. God, he's still talking way down the street. This dude is a weird crackhead, man. Talking about he gonna steal my car. All I asked him to do was leave me alone. Look at this weirdo. Oh God. I gotta deal with demons every day. He just said he gonna steal my car on live stream. Then he said he gonna do something else to me, slap me. All I asked him to do was leave me alone. Niggas is weird. Oh my God, bruh. Ugh. I just asked the man to stop talking to me, man. Just leave me alone. Talking about something, he gonna slap me, he gonna steal my car. Yeah. I might have to end up catching a body out here because people on drugs. This is what I gotta deal with. Then he gonna take out his phone and start recording me. He just threatened to slap me and steal my car. This shit crazy, man. Nigga just hating. He see I'm over here working, grinding, hustling, trying to do something, pull myself up, and he over here giving away stolen shit. He just gave away a phone charger to a lady with a BBL, but he got a girlfriend, and he supposed to be hustling. And I know his girlfriend. Any change? This shit crazy, bro. Niggas is some haters. Somebody he gonna steal my car. All I said was leave me alone. It went to violent threats, uh, threats of death. This shit is crazy. Get tired of this sometime, bro. I go to the stove. Oh, I'm gonna end up having to catch a body, man. That's just how it is. These crackheads, they just can't maintain their shit. He yelling out random weird shit to me. I'm like, bro, listen, just don't talk to me. I'm good. Like, I don't vibe with. Oh, I'm gonna end up having to kill somebody. And they did steal one of my cars. Now I know who it probably was. Probably stole my other shit. Somebody came and stole my soap, y'all. Laundry detergent. Can't have nothing on the patio, nothing. Damn, this a big ass barbecue truck. I need to go vegan, man. Please don't cross on it. A cross on the barbecue. Like it's the Mad Max, girl. This shit crazy. trying to burn up the block while I'm out here hustling, so I get arrested. And that's how they go. The crackheads come around, start yelling crazy stuff. Then they'll even go across the street and call the police on me and say that I was doing something to them. This stuff be crazy. I'm pretty sure these olives got chemicals on them. Y'all, I'm gonna end up murking somebody out here. I almost just murked somebody on the live stream for real. He just went like, bro, really threatened to slap me and called me a bitch and then walked up. And I was like, okay. He stayed about 20 feet distance. I'm like, you gonna find out. You about to catch a body in here. Oh, it's a vinegar in here. This, ugh, guacamole, fucked up. So now Hershey's want to make vegan chocolate. So now Hershey's want to make vegan chocolate. Rice flour, yuck. This is Hershey's. Reese's got plant-based. Oat confection. Oh, this is Hershey's too. And they got Lily's and then Justin's. This the song right here. This the song right here, boy. They had these chocolate covered mangoes. Boy, I'm just like, I had to walk this shit off. About to catch a body out here, boy. I'm about to drop this mixtape, go platinum on them. Bitch. It be the hater. They be, I don't even know. It could be him watching me, trolling me. It's just, I don't know. This is some weird people. I don't know who y'all is watching me right now. Man, this shit crazy, bro. Say no to drugs, kids. This whole video talking about this weird. I don't know. I feel like she a hoe. Daggone hoe, witch, lying bitch, doing veterinarian drugs, getting people locked up, and then this crackhead show up with a lady in a BBL and start giving away stolen merchandise to a lady with a BBL, acting like he's some kind of cool motherfucker, and try to show off and like talk shit while he walking away. Like, yeah, I gave her away. I gave something away to that BBL lady. BBL look crazy and nasty. This shit crazy, man. You can't make this shit up. Ooh, spraying my fucking car. Like, I'm gonna have to catch a body. Shit is crazy. Lord, have mercy. Daggone robot, take my money. Everybody know I don't do nothing. So if something popping like that, you know somebody is messing with me. You ain't got a nerve to call me a bitch. I'm like, bro, you imagine walking down the street, walking past me again after calling me? Like, I'd have just knocked your bitch ass out. Ooh, I wish this was Wild Wild West. I could just fuck niggas up all day. Ooh, Lord. If they talking about some of the police coming. I'm like, if the police come, I'm gonna just ask them, can I please fuck this nigga up? Please, just stay in your ground. Just stay in your ground. And dude just ran up on me. Came my hope, and it's all on camera. Everybody heard me. All I said was, hey, leave me alone. That's all I asked. Folks over here acting a fool. What's up? Can't win for losing, boy. I mean, I'm just trying to get down, tell the kids stay off drugs. Kick it with y'all real quick. Said something about the police coming. Oh, I be out here fighting crackheads every day. And I don't even understand. He went in the shops and didn't buy nothing. Like, he ain't even patronize these business. He just go around stealing shit all day. Yeah, I was seeing a bird hit shit on my head. Yeah, I was seeing a bird hit shit on my head. One time I got sick of hell. Niggas is fools, man. Hold on. Like, why would you tell me you gonna steal my car? Just go ahead and do it then. Hoe ass nigga. He probably just wanna steal some shit out my car because he a fucking kleptomaniac, crackhead. He just wanna steal something. He a hater. Damn, and he used to be going around calling me buddy. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. He was literally just trying to have friendly conversation with me, and I was like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm good. Like, I done told him before, like, we not friends. Please stop trying to act like we buddies or friends. You could be stealing shit and then come out the store and sit your bag by me. Like, niggas is some hoes, man. I end up getting locked up, fucking somebody up, man. I'm trying to stay out of jail, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm trying to stay out. I just told him, man, I just don't want to talk. Just please leave me alone. I said, please leave me alone. He go around talking shit and lying to everybody. Excuse me, ma'am. He go around talking and lying to everybody and want me to sit here and listen to it. I'm not listening to it. Shut up. I don't listen to crackheads going around just lying all day, making up shit. Oh, I just made $500. And this nigga skinny as hell. I'll fold that nigga. He stayed at 20 feet though. Any change on you? Well, boy, day in the life. Told you my channel is a different kind of channel. Y'all don't know what I have. All kind of rats and roaches and crackheads pop up, zombies, werewolves. We got the FDMG bando with the monsters in it. Boomer Johnson, a monster with bear claw toes. Any change? Remember one live stream, they said he went full werewolf. What's up, bro? Any change? How you doing? Any change on you, bro?
Oh, sorry, man. I don't have any.
Any change on you? Goodness, I'm supposed to be watching Victoria lying ass. Lord, I can see you watching me, man.
A woman that poured nothing but love and
Any
nurturance
change on
into
you?
me growing up. But when I hit the age of 12, she met somebody, and the person that she had met was living in Tottenham at the time. We were
Any
living in
change?
South London in West Norwood. And within a few months of meeting this individual, he was a Turkish man. She fell pregnant. They decided they were going to get married and have a child. So essentially, at the age of 12, my mum had decided to start a new family, and I think that's really when my struggles with men really began. And throughout those years, throughout those teenage years, throughout the adolescent years, from the time that my mum was with this man, his name was Sayed, I witnessed the most horrific acts of domestic violence. I'm talking, my mum was regularly beaten black and blue in front of me, had her hair dragged, had
What?
her teeth kicked in.
Her mother would be black and blue, but it looked like she's laughing.
She was pregnant, my younger brother.
Oh, she's supposed to be crying. My bad. Any change on y'all? My bad. She's getting emotional. Okay.
I said that kicked her in the stomach, and one of those things growing up, I
Any spirit change on y'all? Any spirit change?
ended up really resenting, because I had no control. As a teenager, I had no control. I had no way of protecting my mum. And I thought, definitely at the time, maybe I can seek safety and comfort on the streets. And that's what I did. I got taken in by the streets. And I remember,
Wait.
14,
So she was in the streets?
15.
Was she a hoe? Is she a stripper and a hoe? Or just a witch? I mean, she sounds like a gypsy. Got seaweed everywhere.
That was another thing as well, whilst I was still at home, I also had challenges because my mum, being Turkish is white, my stepdad was
Any spirit change? Hello.
white, my little brother was also white, so I also felt like I didn't fit in. My dad wasn't around, so the closest space, or I guess the closest I could feel home was really the safety on the streets. And I remember going through my teenage.
She she said she only felt safe in the streets. Any spirit change on you now? any spirit change? Um, Thank you, the barbecue truck leaving. Thank God. I gotta watch this. This is a 3 hour video, a critical look at Awaken. I was watching Tank Girl last night. That was a pretty good movie if you've never seen it. Oh shit, the sound.
A bit about that, like what men who, some, not realizing, I think it was more of a subconscious, that my mum,
She
because of
says she thinks it would help her to go to a psychologist and get the psychologist's opinion. The opinion of a drug dealing, drugs doing hoe doesn't really matter.
the sake of my younger brother, she stayed in that relationship. What was the psychological effects that it had on you? How would you describe that? It almost normalized it, you know, so it was no coincidence when I hit 26, 27 that I found I kept finding myself in relationships with abusive men, you know, that you know,
This lady is
beaten by.
looking, her facial expressions is throwing me off. The interviewee, the host of the show, like her, she looking like, bitch, you lying. Like,
Growing up, and I know a lot of people can relate in Turkish. My mum through, and that's
so
essentially
she's
the
Turkish.
safety on the streets. And I remember space, or you know, I guess the closest I could feel home was really the safety on the streets. And I remember going through my teenage think was the beginning of, you know, the relationship, you know, the beginning, I guess the beginning of it all.
I guess I think this is weird. She needs to get psychological help, mental health. Mental health is real. Mental health matters. Everybody go get your mental health check. Everybody. I went to the psychologist. I know I'm not crazy. That's why if you saw what happened earlier, I literally was just like, please leave me alone. Please. See, he don't know that I knock people out and that I'm a vampire. He doesn't know that about me. It's like you should never, ever, ever mess with me, ever, because I'll murk you for fun. That's what I do in my video game all day. All I do is practice murking people. I'm about to go play Dragon Ball Z, beat people up, and then go play Pug Mobile and Zombies and practice murking. That's its practice. Call of Duty. What do they think this is? Do they think we do this for fun?
Was witnessing
They don't
domestic
know.
violence, you know, the severity of what my mom went through growing up. And I know a lot of people can relate in Turkish.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call his mama. I'm gonna go talk to his mama and tell his mama, you gotta get this man in rehab because he over here threatening me, and I'm bigger than him. Why would you threaten me and you ain't even got no gun? And your gun ain't guaranteed to save you.
Cultures, especially Turkish, Arabic, any kind of ethnic culture, to be beaten by it's normalized. It's one of those things that it's like,
Okay, I hope it's not normal for the. She said it. I don't know. She said all them people be beating they women. I don't know if that's true, but sometimes y'all need to get beat. Any change? I'm saying like, hey, excuse me. Erica Badu is evil, okay? She tried to ruin my life. Please burn that shirt and don't listen to her music. Please. Yeah, thank you. How you doing? Yeah, Erica Badu tried to ruin my life and made me lose my job. No, she evil. She in a cult with a pedophile that's in prison right now. Yeah, two of them. That's why I'm out here begging for change. Erica Badu. This is what the conscious community would do to you. They got people. Erica Badu tried to ruin my life. Victoria Everest trying to ruin this man's life. She said she want to take him to the cleaners. That means she want this man out here begging for change, sleeping under bridges. If you take somebody to the cleaners, that means you cleaned out. That means you ain't got nothing. Why don't she just use her looks to go get somebody else and get married and be happy? She tried to ruin that man's life. Hello, any change? Told her, see, they be like, don't smoke. I have to smoke. I had to lower my vibration because he don't. They don't understand. I'm not drunk. He is drunk. I'm not drunk right now. I'm sober. I'm really ready to hop down on him. But about ready to put hands and feet all on him, boy. Golly.
women just have to enjoy
Nigga
it. We
said,
have to accept
you want to dance? I want to polka. What you want to do?
it. And, you know, that my mum, because of the sake of my younger brother, she stayed in that relationship.
What was the psychological effects that it had on you? How would you describe that?
It almost normalized it, you know, so it was no coincidence when I hit 26, 27 that I found.
This is off the record Trend Central. I never seen this channel before until now because I mean we're in different regions, but I'm going international now. It's crazy. I've been international, but you know, normally I mostly talk about American stuff, but she dealing with a Reese dealing with my baby mama. All of them like a Reese for some reason. I don't know because he's skinny and wears pink. I always ask, where is Reese's wife? Where is his children at?
I kept
played a really big part in terms of
So
like.
you was with a Reese who was abusive because he's doing health scams and he lying to you. So, and then he tried to use you, and then you used him. It's just a vicious cycle. It's crazy.
Psychology and not realizing, I think it was more of a subconscious decision that I was making, that I would end up in a relationship with men who at some point would end up abusing me. If it wasn't
What?
physically, it was emotionally or mentally, and it was a.
Did she even marry like a Buddhist monk or like a vegan monk type person? Monks can get married. Why, why don't you just go to church? Find her a godly man. Any change on you? This shit crazy.
Pattern that was continuing throughout kind of my adult life.
So let's talk about the video, the recent viral video. So when the video first dropped, you mentioned that it was fake and it was AI. Can we talk a bit about that? Like, what did you mean?
So given the size and scale of my account, I'm not the person that always is behind running my account. So the video was sent to me, and my
What?
first response to
Oh,
the
wait.
video
Okay,
was that.
okay. So she said she don't run her account, but you was running a Reese account. I think she lying. I don't know. Maybe she's saying she give her marketing to some AI firm or something. All these followers and stuff, probably not even real. She just exposed herself. She don't run her Instagram. That's what she said.
This has been edited. Given the size and scale of my account, I'm not the person that always is behind running my account. So the video was sent to me, and my first response to the video was that this has been edited, this is fake, and that's what I said to my team. So
Edited and fake. No, Victoria. No, Victoria. No, no, no.
they then took that and said it was AI. When I realized that they put out it was I deleted the story immediately, and then went forward with saying it's a very, very real video. It's just been, it's a 7-minute video that's been edited.
So she tried to say it was AI and lied.
Specifically to show me in a particular light. So I think there was a misunderstanding there for sure. Obviously, there's a lot of things that we need to unpack about that video, but you mentioned that, like
She lied. She tried to say the video was AI. That would imply that it was all fake. No, that was very real.
you hate men in that video, and obviously you describing everything that you've gone through psychologically. One could argue that it's understandable why you would kind of have that viewpoint, but you mentioned that your dad didn't contribute to it, it was your stepdad, and then you also entered into abusive relationships. What did those abusive relationships look like? What did you experience? In relation to the video, the person that I was in a relationship with, it was over a period of 18 months. When I first entered a relationship with this guy, generally I would, be naive enough, because I'm someone who wears their heart on their sleeve naturally in every scenario, every situation, and one of the things that led me to even entering this relationship was just being vulnerable enough to take people for face value. The manipulation that went into pursuing the relationship from him, early on in the relationship, really was, when I look back and reflect, I think, okay, I definitely was in a really broken state. When I look back at that video, because, I've watched it a couple times, and just to set the record straight.
She said she watched it a couple times. That would imply 2 times. Couple means two. I bet she probably watched that thing 10 times or more. Ain't no telling.
That video was filmed almost 10 years ago. The person
Almost
who
10
I was
years
speaking
ago.
about in that
Okay.
video wasn't arrested and wasn't prosecuted. Whilst I said some extremely, extremely, vile things in that video, a lot of people have really focused on
See,
the hate and the anger.
somebody already analyzed this. I was listening to that yesterday, and they was comparing the video where she says that she wanted the guy to get arrested for New Year's, and that she achieved what she wanted to do. So now she's saying he wasn't arrested. It doesn't make sense.
And I have to say, I'm so sorry, I'm just going to cut you because you said
Uh-oh.
the person in the video that you were referring to was not prosecuted, was not arrested, was not charged. Absolutely not. He wasn't, he wasn't charged. He didn't go to jail. And actually the video was provided to the police, and because the video was provided to the police, he managed to get away with those charges. And as a result of that video being provided to the police, I was charged, caution, and I had to go on probation. So I have a criminal record, and that was a decision made by the police at the time. So I really had to pay the price. Okay, so we're moving along a bit quickly here. So the video, the man that released the video, Gucci Walker, I believe, right? Am I correct? Correct. Yeah. He released a statement saying that his friends, the reason why he made the video is because his friend was charged with a false rape case. Yeah. And at the hands of you planned it. You had the man in your house where you both had intercourse, and then the police caught him there. So he was going to jail. He couldn't bust case on this particular matter because he was found in your house. But you're saying that that didn't happen. No, so he did get arrested, and because the video was provided to the police as evidence, he was released. He never got charged, and I never saw Denzel again. That was over 8 years ago. We've never spoken. We've never seen. He went on with his life. I went. We made a lot of mistakes during that relationship. That was probably one of the most traumatic. I've been through two.
Any spirit change?
One of those, when I say traumatic, violent and abusive, one of those was with Denzel, the person that was in question in the video.
Ain't that crazy?
His ex-partner.
And my profile picture is Denzel, not Denzel. Well, it is Denzel, but not her Denzel. That's crazy. I can't make this stuff up, man. This is crazy. I'm out here fighting demons. Lord.
Me. She was a teacher. She had a non-molestation order against him, and she said, "Look, this guy." She told me exactly what was going to happen in the relationship, and I didn't believe her. Denzel, convinced me also not to believe her, and I really paid the price of that. One of the biggest things, that came out of the relationship is during the time that we were together, I felt pregnant. I ended up contracting an STI. He gave me gonorrhea at the time.
We gotta prove that he the one that gave you gonorrhea, because you said you was cheating on him, being a hoe, to pay back your whatever you wanted to get him payback on. So you would have to prove that you got gonorrhea from him, and we don't even know if you lying. It could have been something else. You could have herpes. We don't know what you got. You have to. They should make these people show medical records and prove everything they saying, because this could be slander and libel. You letting people come on your platform and lie. That's illegal. Any spirit change on y'all? Hello. Any change?
I was working at Microsoft. I had a very successful career with a six-figure salary.
So she said she was working at Microsoft, but she didn't tell us what she was doing. What was her position? She just said she was working at Microsoft.
And he told me that he was an ex-football player, semi-pro football player, only to later discover that actually he worked on the railways, he was living at his mum's house on the couch, and the car that he'd met me in, which was a brand new Range Rover, belonged to
So he was living on the train, she said?
uh, belonged to the girl that he was dating at Brown Eagle, someone else's vehicle. So that was only, months into the relationship I was discovering these things. I found a secret phone in his car. There was a whole, a whole array of women that he was meeting up with, and sleeping with at the same time while he was living in my house. And any single time that I confronted him, the backlash was, a verbal, physical abuse. And during the time that we was in the relationship, I called the police 19 times because I was at fear of my life. My son was living with.
If she had to call the police one time, she should have broke up with the guy. Why would you be with a guy that's sleeping on the trains, that's abusing you? You had to call the police so-called 19 times and you still with him? That don't even make sense. And you a mama? Makes no sense. No sense at all.
Me at the time, I'm a single mom, and my son was around 7 at the time, and that was one of the worst things, that I've ever experienced. It was to see my son, witness me getting beaten up by this man. And he wasn't just a man, he was a street thug. He was a guy off the street, from the ends. And because of the fact that each time for abuse, whether it was abuse,
you was with a homeless street thug
he wasn't at
while
home.
you a single mom.
Because there was a child at home, social services were involved, and at the point at the last point where he was arrested,
with a fake rape charge.
My main concern was keeping him safe. That was the ultimate thing for me.
Keeping
social
safe?
Services were.
A child?
I was at complete risk of losing him because I was in this relationship with this abusive man.
At what point did you decide everything that you're going through in this relationship, the abuse that you were enduring, when did you decide that in order for me to get him back, because that's what you mentioned in the video, that you were going to make this false allegation? Like, when did that thought process land?
So every single time the police were called, the follow-up was made. There was a non-molestation order. There was a restraining order, so he couldn't, come back to the house. But he would always turn back up at the house, crying, begging me, apologizing. He's not going to do it again, and I need to forgive him. That I'm his baby girl, and everything was going to be okay. And being naive and vulnerable, at the time I would take him back, believe his lies, and not realizing at the time I was experiencing, what we call today is severe narcissism. But there came a point where the social services were like, we're gonna. You're now putting your child in risk by staying in this relationship. It was only in hindsight, when I look back, I take responsibility for being the codependent to enable that relationship to go on for as long as it did. I definitely take accountability, for the things that I said in that video, the hurtful things I said. I hate men. One of the things I referred to in that video specifically was the fact that I say to the person that was recording the video that I'm going to put a stop to this so that he doesn't go and do this to other women. I felt at that point that the only person that could stop this man was me. And the only way that I could stop him was by sending him to jail. And the reason behind that was I didn't want anyone else.
Victoria, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna interject here. Yeah. So, are you saying that you wanted to get him back because of the abuse? Because even though you're mentioning things that he's done, I'm still a bit hazy on what he actually did to you. Like, what was the 13th reason as to why you felt like I'm going to get him arrested? What was he actually doing to you?
He beat me up in front of he keep beating me black and blue. It wasn't just,
Why was you with him then?
my mouth was swollen, I had blood, my eyes.
Sounds like drugs. Any change on you? It's no reason for her to be in a relationship getting beaten and stuff. It just sounds like drugs to me. I mean, I don't know.
My eyes. It was just essentially, it was a repeat of what I had been experiencing growing up. At that point, he strangled me, so I lost consciousness. And that was the final straw for me. That was it, because I said to myself, like, there's no way I can keep going through this. At the time, my mum was still alive, and she was very much, encouraging me to get the law involved and really make sure that I can draw a line and be able to move on, from this relationship. And
Sorry, looking back, why did you feel like this was the best course of action for you to take?
when I look back at why I would have taken that, why I would have been so drastic and so extreme in terms of my response, it wasn't even a response, it was a reaction. It was a reaction. A, because I was terrified of what he would do to me, that he would continue to do it to me, put me at harm, put my son in harm, put other women in harm, and I felt like I said, I could be the one to stop that and change that, not realizing, that we don't have the ability to change anyone, we can only change ourselves. And unfortunately, I messed up. I made a really stupid decision in making that statement, and I had to pay the price. I really had to pay the price. Not only does somebody get away
Not you going into a victim mode.
from the offences that they committed, but I ended up, having a criminal record because of it. Ultimately, that wasn't the end. Like I had to do. That was the beginning.
She's a criminal.
I think I even mentioned it in that recording that that's what my therapist said. I've been in therapy for almost coming up to 8 years now, and that was the beginning of my therapy. That was the beginning of realizing, my part to play, how I enabled the situation, and ultimately, I take responsibility because ultimately, I didn't have any self-worth for myself. If I had enough self-worth for myself, I would never let a man like that in my space, in my home, or my child. I had no value of that, and I think that's where it all begun for me.
I think, the abuse that you've endured is horrible, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I'm so sorry that you went through that. But I think it's very important to kind of think about the repercussions that a rape charge has. Did you think about that? Because, for example, people that go to prison for rape are, sometimes they get killed because of the allegations. So obviously, you're sending someone to prison. That's number one, taking years off of their life for something that they didn't do, and there's a possibility that they could literally die in prison. Did that thought process go through your mind at all?
At that time, I'm going to be honest with you, it didn't cross my mind at all. My main thing that was on my mind is keeping myself safe and keeping my son safe and making sure that, I don't fall victim to this abuser again. And like I said, it's not right. I don't condone anything I said in that video. I think it's really important to, to make a very clear distinction in that the person in that video that was speaking is merely just a shell of the person I am today. And I've had to do a lot of work, and that's why my lifestyle is so important to me. When I made that statement, when I said those things on camera, I was a very angry, scorned black woman who I wanted the guy dead. That's the reality of it. For what he put me through, for the pain they put me through.
So she stayed with an abusive person. Sounds like drugs. And then she tried to get him deleted. That's attempted murder. This is witchcraft. Man, this shit is crazy. Any change on you?
And it wasn't just everything I had experienced in that relationship. It was almost like the wrath of what I'd experienced through life and how I've seen men, including my stepdad, and, including men that, growing up abuse women. And I feel like at that point, my expression in that video was really just an expression of the wrath and the letdown and the pain. I was a scorned woman. And by making
Scorned woman. Any spirit change? I told you how they were scorned. Scorned. Lord have mercy.
that statement, he didn't go to jail and he didn't get prosecuted. It backfired, and like I said, I really had to sit with the discomfort and the shame around that. And one of the biggest things, I haven't gone into any of the blog posts, and
Oh, y'all didn't hear, man. This shit crazy. My bad.
Was arrested, apart from the time, even in court when I had to stand up. They give the option to the witnesses to have a mask, so I didn't have to actually see his face in court.
So, who is this person that you're talking about, and what relevancy do they have to the video being released?
The individual that I'm talking about is a gentleman by the name of Jason, and he got hold of the video. And
How? How did he get hold?
I don't know the relationship between Jason and Gucci, but maybe they met. I'm guessing that they would have met and they would have talked about the situation. And Jason is essentially on a very vindictive campaign to ruin my life. Essentially, ruin my life, silence me. And
Sounds like your life should be ruined. Tried to have a man delete it. You was over there getting choked, taking animal drugs, claiming that he blackmailed you. You went for it. You all you had to do was pack your bags and leave and take your kids with you. And you sit there and claim that you got beat in front of your kids. Now your kids traumatized. It's crazy. Any change on you, bro? About to crash. Damn. Okay, I lost. Ugh, that didn't work. I crashed into this car and I tried to hop out, but he hopped out before me. Ugh. Okay, let's go.
in his words, he wants me to pay the price.
This is very, very confusing, Victoria.
You trying to
There's
make him
three
pay the
people
price. He trying to
here.
make you pay the price.
Denzel, Jason, and Gucci. Are they friends?
So Denzel and Jason do not know each other. They're two relationships I had 10 years apart. The similarity between those two relationships, both relationships where I was assaulted and abused, and there's been, the
Oh,
Denzel
okay.
relationship
I was
didn't
so
go,
confused.
the assault charge didn't go anywhere.
Do they know each other in any way?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm
So
aware
then,
of.
how did Jason get access to the video or know about the video?
So, from my understanding, and this is his hearsay, I don't know the facts around it, but my understanding is that Jason paid Gucci to release the video.
But how did he know about the video?
Gucci told him that he still had a copy of the video from 10 years ago.
Gucci and Jason know each other.
Correct, absolutely, yeah. And that's where that came from.
Okay, there's still holes. I'm still confused because Gucci said in his statement that he found out that somebody was facing rape charges, and I'm just assuming he was referring to Denzel.
He was referring to Denzel, correct.
So he knows Denzel.
Gucci knows both Denzel
Is it Denzel or Denzel? Because y'all saying his name wrong like the actor. It's confusing.
and Jason.
And Jason, okay, fine. That makes sense now. Okay.
And in terms of the relationship between Denzel and Gucci, I don't know. When
This is
Jason
almost
found out he
over,
had a copy
okay?
of this video, he then used that, to blackmail and ammunition to say that I'm going to tear you down and release a video. And
What's the timeline of that relationship?
6
Any
months.
spare change?
6 months. And when was that?
So we met in January, and by August, that's when he had been arrested and remanded by the judge. The judge had made a decision to remand him because he had breached bail conditions on 4 separate occasions, and this was the final occasion. And at this point, the final point when he breached his bail conditions, he'd broken into my house. He had set lights.
Dang.
Set lights. He'd set
They
lights.
did a 2.5, 2 hour. It's almost a 3 hour podcast. It's about 13 minutes away from 3 hours. That's crazy. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to watch all this. Okay. Oh, we done jumped out the plane. Let me get out. See, no, we still on the plane? Okay. It's only 3 of us. Going the other direction. Got on autopilot.
Lights all of my personal possessions in the house. I've got a video of him
We got 3 minutes left, okay?
breaking into my house. And then when I turned up at home later that morning, he
Okay.
The final point when he breached his bail conditions, he'd broken into my house. He had he'd set light to all of my personal possessions in the house. I've got a video of him breaking into my house. And then when I turned up at home later that morning, he then tried to strangle me. I was,
What?
you know, at the time it was a next door neighbor who saw me.
Shouldn't she have pictures of all of this and the bruises and whatnot? Did she say he tried to strangle you? Did he strangle you or did he not do it? She said he tried to do it. Shit not making sense, bro. It's crazy.
Screaming for my life and trying to climb out the bedroom window to try and protect myself from this guy. They called the police. The police turned up and arrested him on the spot. Unfortunately, he didn't get prosecuted because, like I said, there was the police had not provided my medical report. The strangulation charge, and it just wasn't strong enough for the jury to make a decision. So I definitely feel that situation, despite the fact he did serve time,
What?
it wasn't really justified, for what had actually happened. And now he's out. Like I said, he's on a vendetta. He's on a revenge train, and this is really his opportunity to as he
Any
says,
change
get
on you?
one up on me. So when he was blackmailing you, what exactly was he asking for? What did he want from you? What did he want you to do? So he wanted me to pay him money. That was the bottom line. Okay. It was a case. How much? What was he asking? He said there a particular amount. The messages said I needed to send him 10K now, and if I didn't send him 10K, he would release the video. So I said, release the video. I said, release the video. Like I said,
She called his bluff for 10,000. That was stupid. If she had made all this money, she should have coughed that up. Any change on you? Now we done dug into her doing animal drugs, and she had used rape charges before. I think they said it's just a lot, man. This is crazy.
I'm really grateful for the support system and network and community that I've built. And I think one of the biggest things, that have come up in the comments over and over and over again is that, people don't understand, why is it that I haven't had half my followers lost after this video being released. And I feel that, especially if you're new to my page, I've over the last 5 years, I've laid my soul bare. My community have been my rock over the years. I have never ever shared any of the challenges that I've experienced as a human being, as a woman, around the violence, the domestic violence, the abuse, any of the hardships. People jump my page and possibly think that, I was raised with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I'm not a human just like you guys, and I just feel that, I definitely feel that when people get to know me, and that's the thing, the reason why people are still here today and still supporting my work and my movement is because the individual in that video that expressed that anger and hate towards men isn't who I am today.
Yes, it
really
is.
isn't a reflection of who I am, what I stand for, the work that I do. And it's evident, it's really evidence. I list still with evidence.
She hates men and she does men only retreats, and she's a fake health guru. She's poisoning y'all using AI. This is retarded. Hello. Any change or help me get something to eat? Any spare change? I'm a vegan. This shit is crazy. Trying to get done with this.
Facts, with this situation. Yeah.
This is the end. This is the end of part 1. Oh God, hold on. Tell me it ain't no part 2. Golly. Oh, here go part 2.
What was the psychological effects that it had on you?
how would you describe that? I kept
Okay,
finding
part two.
myself in relationships with abusive men.
Do you think that your father being absent in your life contributed to how you view men?
I witnessed the most horrific acts of domestic violence.
You said that this video was
Hello.
made
Any
nearly
spirits
10
saying,
years ago.
Yeah, I can't
help me
even
get some
believe
weed?
somebody could hold on to a video that long.
Why is it being released now?
I don't know.
Why would it, like, you could just, YouTube channels are older than 10 years, ain't they? Like, why would you think it's unbelievable that they would still have that video? She's just delusional. Say no to drugs. This is your brain on drugs. This lady is crazy. And I am lost in this house. I'm lost in this this apartment complex in the metaverse. So we on part two. I'm trying to get through this. I'm like, Lord, this lady be lying. I know she lying. Get your lying ass the hell on. Okay, here you
I
go.
think you need to ask him that question.
When did you decide that in order for me to get him back, that you were going to make this false allegation? Like, when did that thought process land?
Like, I felt at that point that the only person that could stop this man was me.
It's very important to kind of like think about the repercussions that a rape charge has.
We was talking about this in
So
Lady
you
Luck
sent
Club.
in 2 videos of your abuse from Jason, so we're just going to play it now and then just talk through it. If you can kind of explain to me the background, what's going on.
Lord Jesus, part two.
Let's go.
Well, wait. Is this her screaming? That her boyfriend? Ugh. Ugh. I can't understand nothing they saying. So this is her screaming for help on the ring camera or something? It's just a recording of her screaming. You don't even know if this is real. It's not, nobody's in the video. It's just her screaming. I think I can hear the guy's voice. Somebody stay on drugs. They know the drugs. Ooh, I feel, ugh.
I'm going to play that second one now. Can you talk to me about what's going on?
The relationship with Jason, when it first started was really beautiful. I guess there was a trauma bond for sure. He just lost his mum. I lost my mum, a year ago, and there was a moment there where I was kind of supporting him and holding his hand through that grieving process. And really early on, within the first couple of weeks of entering into the relationship,
Ugh.
he had decided that he was going to help me financially. I'd fallen into I'd fallen into mortgage arrears actually with my mortgage company. I had a change in job, and he was like, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna support you financially to settle some of your bills. It wasn't a huge amount of money. I think it was like 4,000, 5,000 pounds at the time, and in exchange for giving me, loaning me, wasn't even giving, loaning me this money to cover my arrears, he wanted me to sign a document. And this document, at the time I didn't know what it was, but it was a power of attorney. And because I decided that when I found out what a power of attorney document was and what it meant, and I decided that I wasn't going to sign this document, that's when he became very violent towards me. As you can hear from my video, I was in deep distress. I was, in fear for my life. Despite the fact that he had been arrested and, he'd already been cautioned, given bail conditions, he was constantly turning up to my house, making threats, pressuring me to sign these documents. And it was only later that I discovered that he's a man that's in his mid-40s, and he'd gone through his entire life conning and manipulating women out of property. And having owned several properties in London, I was essentially his next victim. And when I decided that I'm not going to play ball, that's when the violence began, and that's when I seeked on support from from the police, because ultimately, one thing as well that's not painted is I have no mum, I have no dad, I have no older brother, I have no relatives. So the only people that I could rely on when I was at home in the UK was the Metropolitan Police to come in and support me. And this time round, they actually did such an incredible job, in the process. But ultimately, Jason was a very angry man, and he wanted one thing and one thing only, and it was those signed papers. And when I refused to do that, he held me captive in the house. He refused to let me leave the house. I was forced to take a cold shower. It was almost 3 days that he had me locked up in the house, and that was me trying to escape. That second video, and you could see he wasn't going to let me go anywhere at that point. And I had nobody around me at all to step in and support me and protect me, really. And I think that's what it boiled down to.
Why don't you just leave? Crazy.
I'm just really grateful that
She said that was her trying to leave. I don't know.
the second time round by allowing somebody so dangerous into my
How's she
home.
gonna be a victim?
I was really grateful this time around that my son wasn't there to witness it, and it didn't last 18 months. It was only 3 months.
Yeah, it sounds like a very difficult time, very, very dark time. Do you understand why you are receiving a lot of backlash?
Yeah, I completely, for individuals that have actually gone through, been wrongly accused of rape, of sexual assault, of any type of, criminal activity, and then to have somebody, go online and have a video of somebody saying that, I would wrongly accuse an individual for sexual assault to justify, to protect other women from being assaulted, can definitely trigger, individuals. And like I said, the intention behind that video wasn't to trigger or hurt or cause anyone pain. Really, like I said before, it was an expression of the pain that I was going through as a domestic abuse survivor. Domestic abuse is something that, like I said, I've never shared on my platform because, moving into the work that I do, and that's why my lifestyle is so important to me. That's why I take such good care of myself. That's why I now channel the energy back into taking care of myself, understanding my worth, understanding my values, so I don't end up in a situation like where I'm repeating history.
For people that, have been sexually assaulted, unfortunately, and those that are, it's going to happen to, because, unfortunately, that perversion doesn't end. There's this conversation being had that this video that has leaked of you contributes to a mindset that a lot of people have when women come forward and say they've been abused. And it's like, well, she could be lying. She
I don't
could
know
be,
what's up with
she
this
could just be
toilet
a woman
thing.
scorned. And this video contributes to that narrative. How do you feel about that, knowing that
Oh
you've kind
shit!
of
I
given
cannot
people
beat this
like
motherfucker by
room to
myself.
even say that?
I don't
I
think I
think
can.
as painful and as hurtful the video is for people to watch, is definitely something that really needs to be discussed and spoken about,
I'm gonna
because
fight him.
as
Oh
a
shit! This
survivor of
nigga got
domestic
bomb
violence, as somebody that's
airplanes.
gone through abuse, you do not have to be an angry, scorned woman. That, I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy going to jail, and, unless they've actually physically done something wrong, then absolutely justice needs to play its part. But for somebody that's done nothing wrong, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be the case. I feel like, the video should never have come out, because it formed part of police evidence, and my legal team are working with the police now.
I'm going to assume that obviously, not even assumptions, because you've said it actually, you've learned from this and you've grown from it. Do you regret the things that you said in that video?
Totally, absolutely. I should never have said the things I said, and I take full accountability. It's not, karma works in a way where it really shouldn't be anybody's
I'm about to beat the
responsibility,
toilet head, man.
to bestow on that person their wrongdoings. We rely so heavily on the justice system, but we know, as a community, that there's so
Got
much
him.
injustice within the justice system.
Flush,
And I've had to learn that
flush down the
recently
toilet.
myself,
Got him.
having gone through this experience in this last relationship. And I know I'm not the first or the last woman that's going to be let down by the system. And I definitely feel like that we need to be more open, and create a safe space for people to be open and honest about, about domestic violence and abuse, as a
Okay.
whole.
Yeah. Everything you've been through, I've said it multiple times. I'm really sorry that you've endured that. It sounds like so much for one person to go through, and I understand why that would make you maybe
No.
make irrational decisions like you did. And
Drugs.
but for me, it still doesn't justify
Exactly.
doing that. I think there's nothing
Exactly.
that you say
Somebody,
to
hold
me
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
personally that
Say to me personally. There you go again. I told y'all, if they say me personally, they are a little bit crazy. They don't know how to communicate. It's just a little crazy. Everybody not an English major, so I understand. Hello. Any spirit change? Shoot, let me see. This one got a little bit of gas. Money? Nope. Oh, this one got less gas. Let's go. Okay, let me get into this.
justifies the action that you took. Do you feel, looking back, like even though you went through the abuse and you endured a lot of things, that you were justified in that moment doing what you did?
There's nothing that can condone anything I said in that video, whether I was abused or beaten up or witnessed.
Nothing.
Ultimately, like I said, I take responsibility for allowing myself to enter into those spaces and have patterns that I'd seen growing up normalize in my adult life, and enable those patterns. That's one thing I've had to learn and really sit with over the last few years is,
What?
I think I said this earlier, is that we don't have the ability to
What
change
kind of adults
anyone
are
but ourselves.
these?
So the only thing that I'm responsible for is, making sure that I prevent myself from getting back into another abusive relationship. And I've had to do so much work around, letting go of those thoughts, and also not holding on to that narrative and letting it stop me go through life. The time that video was taken, I was an alcoholic. I was drinking alcohol.
Oh, I I told
the
you.
other day, that was one
I
of the
told you
things that
she was on
had to do
drugs.
with
I
him
told
growing up.
you.
And, thanks for
Alcoholic.
you, Victoria. I just want to add a
Alcoholic. I thought she was a health guru.
help.
I told you. What?
Help. Enemies ahead.
Save my teammate. And we got the ghost powers. Let's go. Oh, he tried to blow us up. And you got a monster truck. I want it. Uh, yo, I got the key to the secret room if you want to go. There's somebody else around here? Yeah, there is. He's right over here.
Watch out.
Ready to pop out. Oh, shit. Might see know that.
Help.
You gotta go. Yeah, buddy. Oh, shit. My
Help.
teammate at. Bro. Hello.
Help.
What's going on, bro?
Watch out. Let's go.
Oh, I can't see. Somebody's shooting at us. Shit. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Seven people left. Two of us. That means five people left. Let's go. Oh shit, he's flying over here. Yo, he's trying to fly over here.
Help.
What's going on, bro? Can you at least get over here to me or some shit?
Help.
Fuck. Damn, I died. Trying to help him. What's up, bro? Any change on y'all? Okay. Um, these some James Browns, the JBLs. Still got the sticker on the inside. Okay. Let me try to finish this real quick so we can be done with it.
I don't want to forget my point. So you've obviously gone through therapy and a rehab and
Obviously.
just transforming
No,
your
not obviously. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And a therapist would have told her, like, you are crazy. Any spare change?
life. So would you say that your views when it comes to men has changed? Do you still hate men? Like, are you still happy to break them down?
I've healed my relationship with men. I have a very, very, very healthy relationship with men. Like I said, I'm really grateful that I'm in a committed, healthy relationship with an incredible, incredible man who's been so supportive to me throughout this entire process. And like we've got this preconceived notion as women that have grown up, in the hood. All men are the
In
same,
the
and
hood.
they're really not. They're really not. And despite the challenges that I faced, at points that were very vulnerable.
Okay.
The first thing.
Okay. I think I'm done. I think we're done. Yeah.